I can give you guys a story of how video games actually helped me become disciplined. Before I bought this PC, it's my first PC gamer, I was playing old games like GTA San Andreas and Vice City, and I fell in love with Vice City because of its theme. It had an amazing theme and style to it that drove me closer to it, and it was pretty addictive to me. And everything about it is just magnetic, like and it matches the 80s style perfectly, like the music, the art, the story missions, the sound effects, the cars, the radio, the clothes, everything. I kept playing, and I got addicted to both San Andreas and Vice City, and I kept playing. I did not judge myself. I just kept playing. I said, this time I'm not gonna judge myself for not being productive and not doing what I should do. I'm just gonna play till I get tired of it, till I get tired of both of the games. And I did so, and it happened. When I played them, I kept observing myself. I kept observing myself to understand why I do what I do. After a week of continuous playing of both games, of course I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun because the games, complete each other. But it made me understand why I procrastinate and I refuse to be productive and disciplined. It's because I believed, like, the thought that went into my head whenever I knew I should be doing something and procrastinated, is that what goes into my mind is that I don't have enough energy and willpower to endure the hard work and the misery to be dramatic, and the misery of this task. And when I understood that, it just clicked to me, the solution. Like, the solution was very clear to me right there and then. I knew what I had to do. The theory popped up in my head, and it was that, what I should do is that I should, instead of succumbing to that voice inside of my head, I should be saying the opposite. And not just that, I should be saying the opposite, should say the positive affirmation or positive suggestions to my head, and instantly stop communicating with my head, because if I keep on communicating anymore, I'm gonna find some other excuse to not do it. So the plan was to pop the energy, then close my head with the positive ideas, and carry on doing what I should be doing. And the moment that enlightened me was when after playing Vice City or San Andreas, I don't remember exactly. I think San Andreas. It was Friday, and of course, we Muslims, we pray prayer every Friday. It's called the Jum'ah prayer. It's public in Islamic countries. I think also in Western countries where they allow mosques. The Imam who leads the prayer does a speech, a relatively short speech that promotes positive and rewarding deeds from the Quran and the life of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. And after that, you pray 2 rakat, like a short prayer. But if you miss the Jum'ah, when you come to the masjid late and you do not pray Jum'ah, the prayer of Jumu'ah with the other prayers, you end up praying another prayer, which is the prayer that you pray all the time, you know, all of the other days of the week, which is the Dhuhr prayer, and it's longer. It's longer than the Jumu'ah prayer. The Jumu'ah prayer, let's say, takes 2 minutes, but the Dhuhr prayer takes 4 or 5 minutes. And the problem is that another prayer before it, I hadn't, that day I hadn't prayed yet. So my plan was to, when I reach the masjid, I pray the previous prayer, then pray with the others, the Jumu'ah. But I missed it. So now I had to pray Dhuhr and the Subh, which I haven't prayed. And you know, I felt very lazy. I felt extremely lazy. But because of the observation that I have done in all of the game sessions, the pattern kept repeating itself to the point that I've become aware of it. I said to myself, you know what? Don't pray any of these prayers. You know, it's too much work, and I don't have the energy for it, and I can't bother going through this misery of putting a lot of work into something that does not, you know, give me dopamine and stuff. And when I paused in my head and I said, what the hell am I saying to myself? Then it clicked on my mind what I've just said 5 minutes ago. Then when I came back home, I planned to do a reverse of the mental conversation that goes inside of my head. And when I did it, let's tell you guys the plan. The plan was to say to myself that I can handle, that I have a lot of energy, more than enough energy, and I can handle the misery and the exhaustion and the mental, let's say, the mental needs of this task. And I immediately after that, I shall close my head to any other voice as to seal the positive emotions with my head in order to prevent any other emotions or thoughts to interfere with this positive thought and emotion. I applied it for 3 days and it worked phenomenally. But once again, I went back to my old habit. After it for about a week or 10 days, I said I have to do it again. And I did it again, and holy moly, it worked much better the second time, and I did it for about 3 months. It was the most disciplined period in my entire life, in my entire existence. It was the most disciplined version of myself. And it was thanks to video games and thanks to not having a judgmental attitude towards myself. And it was thanks to the Jumu'ah prayer. So guys, I advise you to all, when you play, do not judge yourself. Don't judge yourself. I know there is this myth that we all get that when you judge yourself, it's gonna push you to do the positive thing. But the problem is that when you judge yourself, you feel negative emotions. Those negative emotions make you want to escape, and you escape through getting more dopamine, using social media, video games, excessive playing of video games, and drugs, smoking, whatever negative habit you have, it's gonna encourage you to do it. So, and also when you are judgmental towards yourself, you stop having a rational perspective, and you start having an emotional one, which causes you to guarantee staying with your problem forever without a solution, because solutions require rational thinking. Do not think that shaming yourself and judging yourself will make you any more rational. It's gonna make you miserably emotional. And I'm saying miserably emotional, not just emotional and that's it. No, emotional in the in the negative side as well. So please do not judge yourself. Only judge yourself if you're doing something that is harming others in a very wrong way. Then you can shame yourself and judge yourself. So do this and leave your opinions in the comments section. Leave your own experiences with this. And I'll catch you later then.